They celebrated too soon. They celebrated too soon. The problem is they forgot who God is. They forgot that there is a God in heaven. They did all the evil that they did, but they miscalculated how this was all going to turn out. They picked a fight with you for no reason. Your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, he or she picked a fight with you for no reason, for a very small, petty reason that could have been easily resolved. And then when you defended yourself, they had the nerve to put their hands on you. And when you called the cops on them, they ran like a baby to their mother. The cops didn't do anything, of course. So then you went over to go get your children, and they called the cops on you for you coming to get your kids. Not nobody else's children, but your kids. They called the police on you for you going over to get your children that you gave birth to, that you have legal rights to. When the police got there, the police made you leave and let them keep your kids. So then you had to go get a protective order to get your kids back. But see, before you even had the protective order written and put in motion and activated, they celebrated. Oh, they thought they had you. They thought they had your kids forever now. They thought you was going to be out the picture forever. And this is when they celebrated. Because the problem is they celebrated too soon. Because then you got the protective order activated and they had to give you back your children. Yeah, you had to go through hell. You had to go through legal matters to get to the school and talk to the school officials and let the school know what was going on. You had to present court documents. So you finally got your kids back and you kept them for 90 days. You saw how sad your daughter was, crying and complaining about how much she missed her father. And that tore a scar in your heart, in your soul. So then 2 to 3 weeks before it was time for you to move into your new place that your parents helped you get, you sat down at the kitchen table at their father's home and you asked your 2 children that you gave birth to, that you love with all your heart and soul, and you asked them which parent did they want to stay with. And when they both told you they want to stay with their father, your heart broke. Your soul died. Your heart broke. Your soul died. Your spirit was pierced. Your life was shattered at that very moment. So you took what little dignity and pride that you had, and you said, okay. You didn't say anything bad, anything negative. You didn't do an evil act. You just said, okay. Simply because you wanted your children to be happy too, and not just you. But what did they do? What did the father do? He went back to his people and told his people, which is his mother and sister, that, oh, Shantae just left the kids here with me. So now they going around town spreading false information, gossiping with false information, saying that I was never a good mom, that the children always end up back with them, that they always had those kids and I didn't, that they was always in those children's life and I wasn't. Just spreading a bunch of lies, saying that the kids always end up right back over there with them, which is not true. This incident all happened one time, and they walking around saying that this happened several times, that the kids always end up right back there with them. Just spreading a bunch of lies. These people, they celebrated too soon, y'all. So whatever your situation is or was, these people who are your enemies, these people who are against you, these people who are your enemies, these people who performed evil against you, they celebrated too soon because they didn't think that you was going to come back from this. They didn't think you was going to bounce back. They didn't think you was going to bounce back. And then before the protective order was even activated, after the protective order was activated, they had the police and the landlord show up to the house that they were subletting to you, forcing you to get out, just so that they can claim that you are homeless and that you don't have a place to live for your children and that you were never stable and that you was never fit to take care of your kids. Just so that they can be able to claim those false lies, those false narratives, those lies and those false narratives, just so that they could claim that. They put you out on the street along with your children just so that they can claim that you are homeless and that you never had stability for those children. They didn't think about how they was hurting the children in this process. They only thought about hurting you, but was not thinking about how they was hurting these babies. And like I said, they forgot that there is a God in heaven. And these people, they celebrated way too soon. Way too soon. They thought that you was going to lose your mojo, that you was going to lose your cool, that you was going to flip your wig, that you wasn't going to come back from this. They assumed that you was going to stay down and out in the dumps. But like I said, they forgot that there is a God in heaven. They forgot that you are God's child. They forgot that God has all the power. These people tried to determine your fate by doing all kinds of evil, spreading all kinds of lies. They celebrated too soon. They forgot that there is a God in heaven. So I want y'all to think about what happened to you. Think about what was done to you. And celebrate the fact that you made it out that situation alive and whole. You are still breathing. You are still living. You are still climbing up the ladder. You still making progress. You still growing. And you have had a speedy recovery from all of this. God gave you a speedy recovery. See, unbeknownst to them, they didn't know who you belonged to. And if they don't know by now, they gonna find out real soon who you belong to. If they ain't got it by now, oh, they gonna get it later, sooner or later. They gonna get coming to them what they got coming to them. They gonna get it.